Welcome back to another video. It is Monday, and I'm actually filming this on a Monday for the first time in a while. It has been a crazy day. If any of y'all caught my short that I put out earlier, my baby girl, I call her my baby girl, she'll always be my baby girl, but my teenage daughter had surgery on her shoulder today, and that's what happens with softball pitches. So anybody out there who has a daughter who pitches softball, don't ever let them tell you that pitching softball does not affect an arm like boys baseball, because I have the bills that will be coming in soon to prove that is incorrect. Feel free to deposit some donations to my super chats or my Solana wallets. Yeah, it's always something. Always something. There's been a lot going on the last week. For those who don't know, please make sure let's make sure y'all hit the thumbs up, like this video. I would appreciate it. Helps out the channel tremendously. Also subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Check out my other channel, Grumpy Dad Outdoors. It has the recipe. One good thing about doing videos now at my house is I can eat gumbo when it turns cold. And I can eat gumbo, chicken and smoked sausage gumbo right in front of y'all. And I can do that from here. I have that. Of course, I have that recipe on my other channel, Grumpy Dad Outdoors. There's a link in the description below. Big thing is, I just released a brand new project that I just found out about, and I released it on, just to play that game, on my Twitter. If you subscribed, it has been shared on my Twitter. I haven't really did a full share yet. This is a brand new project. It's not even 24 hours old yet. It uses the I have it right here where I just finished programming it and did a private video on that. It takes the ESP32. You know, I joked around and said, this ain't meme season. This is ESP32. This is my 5th one I'm setting up. 4th project that we're now doing on ESP32. And again, I'll share that on what that new project is on my Twitter. And it's very new. Apparently, from what I understand, from the person who shared this with me, this guy who is in charge of this or created this did come from a different project. Apparently, he don't know the whole tokenomics just yet, because there's some questionable things going on with the tokenomics. But you know what? The best thing about these ESP32 projects, it doesn't cost us anything. I bought a 3-pack of that ESP32 for like $18 or $17 on Amazon. There's a link in the description for that. I got 3 of them. I have 2 left over from something I was doing when I had to add the 4th project or 3rd project, whatever it was. I can't keep up. And if this project doesn't work out, that device can be easily wiped and set up for the next one. So it's not like an ASIC where you have to buy it. And, you know, it's very, very low risk. But apparently, you know, we had to try to tell them some different things about the tokenomics, because there's a couple little flags on Jupiter and different things like that. So we had to tell him about that, and you know, he's fixing it. So apparently, whatever he did with the previous project he was in, which I understand he's still in that project, apparently he didn't handle the tokenomics of it. But the point of all it is, join this Twitter. It is very active. I have been on Twitter and X a lot, especially since I can't do videos. Another thing is, we're about to hit some charts. But another great thing about doing these videos now at home in my YouTube studio, which I'm still working on, I got the light improved. Somebody donated a light to me, and a key light, and somebody donated a brand new microphone, and it's a very good microphone with the arm and everything. I just have to get the little mixer or whatever it is for it. So I'm still using my old microphone. That's why the sound still sounds bad in here. I got to get that fixed also. But what I was getting at is, one of the good things about doing these videos at home is I can say that this is sponsored by Bywater Bourbon. By sponsored, I mean I purchased it. But let me tell you what's so great about this, why you need to try that. What I've learned is, when you look at these charts in a little while, we're about to go over some charts, do some some TA, whatever you want to call it. And if you drink enough of this Bywater Bourbon, I guarantee you those charts will go in whatever direction you want them to go in. That's how good this stuff is. So if you don't like the way them charts look, just keep drinking. Eventually, those charts will be bouncing around in one direction or the other, and it will help you see the charts the way you want them to see them, going up or down. So same way we start off every Monday video, we're going to look at a little bit of charts first. Not a lot. I'm not going to go over a bunch of TA on it, stuff like that. I like to look at the charts since last Monday or Tuesday when we did this video, so we can see what that market is doing. Kind of give, kind of rough eyeball to it and see, if those charts look, if they stayed about the same and sideways, then our project should be kind of going sideways. If we see it going down or the opposite direction of what these charts are doing, kind of gives us a hint that we might need to pay attention or, just be aware of that kind of stuff. So first we're going to look at Bitcoin. And, our last video was the 11th, which basically means it has increased some since our last video. Our last video, this was about, well, I say last video, let's just say since last Monday, we've had some good green candles that come in here. So, we have had some increase. I want to say last time we did this video, there might have been about a 30% increase. And I told everybody kind of be careful, watch out for that. Don't think it was going to get too much crazier up. So it did go up. Whether or not you want to call that the Donald Trump effect or whatever, despite what people might want to say about the election, you can't deny the fact that did have some help with some of this, and your pocketbook should be getting a little better. So we've had about a 5% increase going off today. But basically, since last Monday, it went up to this, since last Monday, it went up to this probably 90,000. This was Tuesday, early Tuesday morning here. And basically it stayed kind of sideways. Yeah, we got to look side. It went to 92, so it hit a new all-time high, corrected down, and we're at 92,000. Now, so here we can look at Ethereum, and on the 11th, Ethereum was up here. It's actually come down just a tad. AVAX, we DCA in the AVAX. So basically, let's go to 1 hour chart. You've got a little bit of an increase depending on what time you check the time. So a little bit of the increase, maybe $1 or $2. Here's Solana. We know Solana had a very good pump. A lot of people talk about it. So, it was 213, 239. And again, I know y'all hate to hear, I told you so, but I'm going to show it to y'all because people love to attack me, tell me I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But here is my alarm at 125. And this is when I was telling y'all to buy. DCA, do whatever you want to do. But I was buying and buying and buying. Y'all know that. Taking my IoT Helium rewards and even DCA in it when I got paid. Vet's another one. I keep telling y'all about Vet. Vet's the sleeping giant. It was a sleeping giant last bull run. People sat here and said I didn't know what the hell I was talking about. People left me comments, and I didn't know what I was talking about. I told y'all, when it's around this 2-cent level, you got to buy. Here we're over 3 cents. So what is that, about 50% increase of your money right there? And this was over 20 cents in the last bull run. So if it goes back to those all-time highs, buying even at 3 cents is still a smart. None of this is financial advice. This is just telling you what I'm doing. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm an idiot. So don't follow me in any kind of trades. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. But that's another one that I DCA in when I DCA in on Fridays. AVAX was another one. And, Atom, people want to knock Atom, the new tokenomics, really hurt it and stuff like that. But at one time it was down here to this $4 level. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I did not accumulate more because I bought a lot of Atom in the bear market. And I don't even know what my average buy-in price is, but even Atom is coming up. And here's another one I wanted to stick it to y'all real quick. And I hate to be sticking anything to y'all like this, but I got so much flack for telling y'all to DCA into Cardano. Cardano is almost an OG at this point. And people forget and let their feelings and their heart get in the way of really what they don't need to be doing that to, if that's the way for me to describe it. Sometimes people just don't think all the way. But I want y'all to look at this. I was suggesting this to y'all, and I've been DCA into this in the 20-cent range. Last year, it was down here in the 22, 23-cent range in 2023. And it came down right here in 2022. And I was accumulating all this time. And look at this. Look at this. This is the 1-day wicks. Look at this. Y'all can sit here and tell me I don't know what I'm talking about, that I'm a fool or whatever you want. This is crazy. Cardano was up 147% at one point from November 5th to November 16th. 11 days, 147%. Now up 124%. And y'all gonna make fun of me and make fun of people about Cardano. I know Alex Becker loves to joke, but he's even admitted that it's just jokes about the Cardano people. But this is 1 month, 111% for Cardano, 26% in the week, 111%, and 100% for the year. So I don't want to hear nothing about Cardano and people making comments about my Cardano, telling everybody to eat. And look, even right now, at 74 cents, this was up. Let me see. This was up $3. $3 it hit. So that's still what, like a 4x from here almost. And, you know, it's a safer token, despite what people want to say. All right, so before we get started, a couple of things I want to discuss with y'all before we get, too deep into these passive income projects. These videos are going to have to start getting longer. There's a lot of things going on in some of these projects. It's one thing when some of these projects are new and there's not really new news coming out, but some of these projects had some news about them, and I want to be able to explain them to y'all. I do try to put chapters in there. For some of y'all that are new, this is probably going to be longer than some videos that y'all are used to. Look, I'm a person that when I start seeing YouTube videos longer than 10, 12, 15 minutes, I can't even watch them. But the more projects that we're into that people want me to go over, sometimes I try to leave some out. And people then ask, what's going on with this project? You didn't discuss it. Then I do have to discuss it. There's just a lot of things going on. I support my fellow YouTubers, some that have really helped me out to get to where I'm at today. And there's some that I'm cringing when I look at some of these videos because I'm wondering what their thought process is. I'll be the first one to tell y'all, I have been selling the mess out of GEODNET and WINGBITS devices. Hivefix.ai is one of my first, I don't know if you want to call them partners or whatever you want to call them, but they allowed me to set up with them a discount code, 10% off. I did some shorts on it, and I made sure y'all knew about it because, that WINGBITS GEODNET device is expensive. Let's face it, $999. You get 10% off of my code, that saves you $100. So I'm trying to save y'all money, but I never thought they would fly off the shelves like they were. And I sold like 30 plus devices using my code. When I got that check last week, it was like, holy moly. Now I'm gonna tell y'all, my YouTube videos on here are making me $1 something a video. So don't think just because I'm up to 24,000 subscribers, 23,000 subscribers, whatever it is, I'm making all this money with YouTube. No. And my point I'm getting at with all this is watch what some of these YouTubers are. I don't use the word shilling, but I've seen some push some, like a lot of Dogecoin stuff. I'm gonna use that for example. And Dogecoin, yes, Dogecoin has had a great run again. When Elon starts getting in the news, people start assuming that he's gonna, and I think a lot of it is he's trolls over and over and over. He's been trolling for years with this Dogecoin thing, and we continuously fall for it. The price goes up some. So now you got everybody shilling or selling the Doge miners again, the ASIC miners. But what they fail to tell you is what's the profit margin? What's the ROI? Yes, you might make a couple of dollars of Doge a day. But if you're spending 10, 12 grand for an ASIC plus the electricity, just watch that kind of stuff. That's one reason why I like these IoT devices that we're in. You know, excluding the CHIRPs and excluding the new WINGBITS and GEODNET devices, but these ESP32 boards and the other ones that we were able to do with Bitharvest and these other ones that we could do with Raspberry Pis and stuff like that were relatively cheap to get into. So I want to make sure that we kind of remember some of that. You know, I'm here to help y'all. I don't know everything at all, but sometimes we get hyped up with some of this stuff that's going on in the news, and everybody's talking about bull run and everybody's going crazy and stuff. And you know, I'm watching some YouTubers come out the woodwork that I haven't seen in a year and a half, 2 years. And I wonder why that is. And all of a sudden they're gonna sit there and say, we've been here the whole time. Where? You don't have, when you click on your YouTube channel, you don't have videos. But you know, that's neither here or there. But just that's something I wanted to go over before we start talking about some of these numbers. But let's get into the chart and let's see where we at with all this stuff. So we're gonna start off with, again, still our number one project. And that's gonna be Entropy, of course. Now, Entropy, they're also doing they're another one doing a little bit of a tokenomics change. Entropy was always billed as this, hey, they're nothing. That's always been an ongoing joke. I'll even share it, you know, on Twitter that, you know, it's nothing, but it's not nothing. You know, when you're making $25 a day mining a meme coin, now we're not, you know, they try to call themselves DPIN at one point, their first DPIN meme coin and all stuff like that, you know, and it was cool. Being in the Discord's cool. We have a little group on Twitter that we're kind of in, group of us that we discuss this and some other things. And look, it's cool. Entropy, during, you know, I'm not gonna say that a lot of y'all, you know, they've had some up and downs. You know, they have the second law. If you're mining this token, you can't sell. And if you do sell, then you have to burn the equivalent of that and then wait for a 7-day cooldown period. They have people on here who or have contacted me or made a-hole comments in the description below of, you know, Entropy is this, Entropy is that, whatever. They have really buckled down on who they allow in here. Yes, there are people who have been mining, digging holes and still not getting in. I'm not going to deny that. Hey, I don't work for this project. I'm a participant in the project just like other people. They are going through some subtle changes. They announced recently some changes, but let's go over this chart real quick. But you know, you can see where at one time on some of these wicks, when they had some big sells, it went down. You know, it created another zero, gained a zero, if you want to call it 0.00000009, and then got 8 right back up. So there are people out there who are waiting, who have buys set in, because I know some of them. When it does fall to these levels, they're purchasing it right back up. You know, it was down as 0.0013 level. I purchased some more. Also, I have 2 different wallets. I have a wallet that I mine with, so I can keep track of strictly what I mined. I have never sold out of that wallet. Everything I have mined is still in that wallet. And then they got my other wallet that I will purchase when I see these dips. And I was also taking my IoT from Helium and purchasing that also. There's a lot of people doing that. A lot of people doing that with all the news going on with Helium Mobile IoT. I did a short on that today, and I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. But who are saying, I'm not going to wait around and figure for them to figure out what the hell they're going to do. I'm converting their mobile. They had somebody on screen live in front of us who converted like $300 worth of mobile to ENT just like that. Now, what you had over the night is you had somebody who sold the hell out of this. But as you can see, somebody right here sold $1,400 worth, 10.7 million tokens. And again, the same person sold 9.7 million tokens, which was another $1,500. So about $3,000 worth of entropy that he gained off this device. Now, he's probably done with this project. Let's be honest. But to the people who want to sit there and say, you can't sell, you can't sell. This is a perfect example right now. You can sell. Now, the thing about it is, you know, he's probably done for the next probably half a year. He's going to need to mine, to burn the amount of tokens to make $3,000. Hey, listen, coming from somebody right now who has bills coming out of every direction with this surgery and some of the other issues I've had recently at my house with, you know, hurricanes and all these other things that I tell y'all about that I probably tell y'all too much about my personal life, $3,000 is some good money. I don't disagree with that. But with the tokenomics and the stuff that they have about that's going to be going on soon, I can see, again, this is not financial advice. This is just me chastising this person who sold, because we know who sold. We know who it is. When you see this price goes up, it could possibly go up 1 point, double, triple, whatever. You're going to kick yourself in the rear end that you sold that many tokens for that much money. But again, $3,000 is a good chunk of change. I'm not gonna say it's not, but this again goes to the people who say you can't sell, you can't do this. This is a Ponzi, whatever like that. No, this person was in the group with us and is not in the group anymore. Took his money, took his tokens, and guess what? It got bought down here. It got sold, dumped down here, and there were several of us that had the buy options in, and guess what? Bought it back up. We bought down here and bought back up. So it's healthy. I know that there are new tokenomics that are coming. They're trying to get rid of the flags that you see, like right here, but the token still being mintable. That's just that was their way of giving out rewards. That is going to get taken care of. Therefore, there'll be no more of these flags like that. I know they're talking about some type of like airdrop type of system or reward system where to benefit the people who are not selling and holding on, you would get an airdrop depending on how much you're holding and not selling. I don't know exactly how it's going to work out. Go look at their Discord. They can describe that to you some more. So another thing is I do have a second cred that I was given. Most people only get one cred. I didn't ask for it or anything like that. But with all the videos I was doing, promoting on the project, bringing people in, stuff like that, they do give out second creds occasionally to different people for different reasons, people who help out the project, stuff like that. I was given a second cred. What I have done is I hooked up this second device, and y'all could see it on my Twitter that I did earlier. I did a Twitter with 5 different ESP32 devices lined up that I'm using 5 of these now. And my second cred, I have never touched. Never touched. So my second cred has been online now for, I don't know, a lot to you, 30 days. I don't know exactly what it is. I have never, this is going to a separate wallet. I had to put a separate wallet on it. You'll give them a separate wallet. So with Phantom, you just make one more new wallet. I call it Entropy number 2 or something. And I have never pulled from this wallet. I have never claimed one time. That was my whole deal, to really give back to the community. You know, I always want to do stuff for y'all. I do give outs and stuff like that. So this was my way of, since I did bring a lot of people into Entropy, yes, I know I'm probably getting more rewards than what some people are because I've been there longer now. You know, I'm making 140 to 150,000 tokens a day with my main wallet. I have never touched this device, which means after the initial 7 days, it's just burning now. So it's burned everything since day one, other than the last 7 days. So far, I have burned. So some of y'all don't know what that means. That means right now, in this wallet, or this device, between these two numbers, what I have over the last 7 days and what I have burned so far, that is $1,500. 1,000. Please don't tell my wife that. $1,500 that is going to be burnt or has been burnt. Majority has been burnt. It's going to get burnt. I'm not touching this wallet at all. Now, for full transparency, they recently gave out some more creds a couple of days ago, only to a few people again. That was like this one was done, like I said, over a month ago. They gave out some more creds for a third device. I have that one online. I'm planning on doing some giveaways with that. But that one, because of the way it's set up now, the newer ones don't get nowhere like the old. The longer you stay on, the longer the rank, or the better the rank and that kind of stuff like that. the better the mean interval and different things like that. So I have not, I mean, I'm up to 501 on this rank, but my other one's still ranked like 490. So that one gets like 6,000. I think it's making $1 a day. So it ain't nothing special. I'm not getting anything special, making $1 a day. All right, we spent way too much time on that, but moving on. GeoDnet. GeoDnet's had a nice, decent little price increase. I'm making $6 a day now. I have 2,200 tokens total. If you go to their Discord, there is a lot of stuff going on. GeoDnet, I keep telling y'all, GeoDnet in my eyes is very legit. You know, people question DPIN, if DPIN's going to make it. DPIN is just vaporware, blah, blah, blah. You know, I watched a live stream the other night. I don't want to mention what channel it was, but talked about how, you know, DPIN could really be working if it was managed or ran by the right people. You have crypto type people from other projects trying to run DPIN, which should be network type infrastructure. It's kind of hard to explain, but he was very correct. I hate, you know, just agree with him. But GeoDnet has a lot of things going on. Well, the one thing we did talk about is the WINGBITS stuff, you know, just to kind of keep that straight. The WINGBITS merge, or not merge, of a partnership with those devices, them things are still selling. You know, they've been online now selling since beginning of October, I think it was. October 10th, maybe, something like that. So you're going over 5-6 weeks now, and I'm still, I don't say I'm selling it. My code for HiFix, GrumpyDad 56, one word, it's in the description, saving people 10%. But I'm still got 1 or 2 moving every day. I think that's very big for this project. But not only that, but people use my code at the HiFix.ar website. So it doesn't necessarily have to be for a WINGBITS device or a WINGBITS GeoDnet MCW device. It could strictly be if you just want any of this hardware, any hardware at all, just a regular GeoDnet device. But stuff selling, because I see when people use my code, I can see what they're buying. I don't know who it is. I have no idea what part of the world is going in. But there's a lot of GeoDnet stuff is flying off the shelves. And that makes me feel very good with this project. I'm glad I'm in this project. I can't wait. I'm supposed to be, WINGBITS people are telling me I will get a boxed demo to unbox, what you want to call it. They give me a device. I'm ecstatic about it. I love those guys over there. I've been with that project at WINGBITS since the beginning, basically the beginning last, you know, March or April, whenever it was. And I'm glad they have the faith in me to do that. And I appreciate it. Can't wait to get it. Be able to unbox it for y'all. Do that. But I mean, I'm looking, and they have GeoDnet's coming out with this GeoPulse thing. I don't know what really it is. Maybe some of y'all do, but it seems to be cool. It's something I need to look into. When you look at the announcements, they talk about the GeoPulse. It's this box. Compensates for GPS signal loss, integrates RTK-based location for Google Maps and stuff like that. And they had an AMA tomorrow actually at 11 Central Time. Y'all might, you know, I'll try to get this video out tonight. It's 9 o'clock at night. I'm still not even close to being done with it. There's no telling what time I'll get it out, but it might be something you'll look at. I can tell you, if I don't catch it live, which I probably won't, I didn't go to work today, so I know I'm gonna have a bunch of stuff stacked up for tomorrow. I will say that I will definitely try to watch or listen to the recorded version of this, because I am interested to see this. GeoDnet's putting out some good stuff right now. So anything that they going on, I'm on top of. I want to be on top. I want to be involved in. So this is a cool thing about their stuff. So that's GeoDnet. Since the last video we did, GeoDnet is up 26. It's up to 26 cents, which is up about 12%. It was higher than that earlier in the week, but it is now, you know, 27 cents. But hey, it's up 12%, because you're going to see in a little while some of these other projects are way down. I don't know why. I don't know. We're not starting the alt season like we thought we were or anything like that. But GeoDnet's up. It was down, you know, kind of headed down every now and then when we checked it. But even for the whole month, you can see where it was down right here. we're still at 8%, up 8% for the month. So I'm positive on everything GeoDNet right now. Again, always not financial advice, but GeoDNet is a project I'm really behind, and I'm glad that I can keep it at this number 2 level, because, you know, $6 a day, even if it wasn't $6 a day, you know, some of these rankings I'm starting to really put, not really what the money we're making on how, but a couple of months ago, I would change these rankings up on kind of how I felt. And you're going to see that shortly, even with some other projects. Not really what I'm making, how I felt strongly about, you know, these projects. So moving on, WeatherXM. I have nothing really positive, negative to say about WeatherXM. My device still has some kind of sensor issue. I don't touch it. I have not touched it since the day it was installed. But yet, every now and then I'll glance over at my desk at work and I see that it has no connection. Like, there's nothing changing. There's that device on my desk. It's on top of my desk shelf, a roof, and then the device. And that's it. There's no reason it should be disconnected. No reason. And it's an ongoing issue with a lot of people. And, you know, I'm in the project because I told you I like weather, I like crypto, but I don't know what the long term is of this project. You know, I can tell y'all I'm not buying any more devices. And I know that's one thing they want you to do is buy some of these new devices like that. I'm not. You showed me that it's basically what I called it since day one. If y'all have watched my video since then, is they look like plastic pieces of crap. I hate to say that, but when I was trying to put it together, manipulate it, it started kind of falling apart, unsnapping in my hands. I had to snap the whole thing together. I will say it did last through 60, 70 mile an hour wind gusts during the hurricane at my office this year. So that was a concern that I was worried about. But, you know, again, it doesn't measure rain anymore. I went up there, checked it. It's all clean. It just doesn't measure rain anymore. You know, I don't know. But as far as the token price, it's up 2%. So basically, it was 59 cents at the last video we did. 60 cents. All that liquidity that was coming into it that was propping that price up. I don't know what happened to it when they started adding liquidity to it. I'm guessing that's over with. Last I checked, I didn't see any announcements on that. I'll look real quick, but that's, you know, 60 cents. So in the announcements page, they talk about they finally launched this WeatherXM Pro. They work in agriculture, event planning, city management. Again, I hate to always be negative. Some of these industries already have a professional based company. City management, if it's anything like what I'm involved with emergency management, we have professional direct links to the National Weather Service and stuff like that, programs directly from them. So I don't see a city management paying for something like this, but you never know. You never know if they don't have a link to that National Weather Service and somebody to line them up with that, if they might be interested in something like this. Again, I don't know. There's a Black Friday sale. If y'all want to buy more stations, I can tell you who's not. All right, moving on. We got to pick up a little bit of time. I don't want this to be a 2-hour video. ERWIN. ERWIN was my second project that is on the ESP32 Espressive boards. Cool project to get in. Kind of just like Entropy a little bit, but not really, if that does not make sense at all. But, you know, you can learn about it on their Discord. It's a little bit different where kind of like the ERWIN Schrodinger's project, whether or not the cats can be alive in the box when you open the box. But basically, everybody's allowed, kind of like Entropy, everybody's allowed one Cred, and you put your Cred and you load up ESP32 board. Everybody's only allowed one. They're constantly checking for people with more than one, and they're booting those people. It's happening a lot, so I don't know, what they're gonna do to solve that. But basically, everybody's ESP board submits a password. Everything's automatic. You don't do anything other than make sure that your thing is charged, which I probably have to go charge mine. I can show y'all real quick how I do that. But if your device picks the password that opens this box, you get like 80 tokens. So you're making a very good reward. The problem comes in is when you don't pick the box. So like I've been involved in this project for a month. I picked the box one time. A lot of people never pick the box. You're making less than like $1 a day. So they are talking about some tokenomics where before the box opener got like 20% of the rewards, and then that other remaining 80 was split with everybody. And they're talking about reducing the box opener rewards to give more to everybody else. I voted for it, just because when you don't open the box, you're not really getting anything. So that should help those tokenomics at all. A little bit, I mean. So what you have to do is on your dashboard, it tells you whether or not you need a charge or if you're close to being charged. But every 3 or 4 days, you have to come to this charger right here. When you click charger, you hit charge, and it tells you that, hey, Grumpy, you needed a charge. So it does it. If you try to do the charge too early and you hit this charge, it tells you that my energies have not reached their peak or anything like that. So this is just another way, kind of like how Entropy makes sure that you pulled your tokens out every 6 or 7 days. If not, it starts automatically burning. It's a way to keep you involved in that project. This is a way also. I wish they would go a little bit longer than 3 days. But hey, if we put it for 5 days, or they put it for 5 days, we all want it for 5 days. Then we want it for 7 days. So it is what it is, but it's a cool project, and you make passive income from it. You don't have to touch it, as far as the device is concerned. It's on my shelf with my other ESP32 boards. This is the one I'm still scratching my head about, that I changed my mind on several times. I've did several videos on them, and I still don't know what's going on with them. So whoever's in this project who knows the answer to this question I'm about to ask, please feel free to answer it in the comments below. But the question is, what the hell's going on with grass? Our first epoch ended just like we thought it was, November 14th. Nobody got rewards. So are rewards supposed to come after 2 or 3 epochs? I think that's what's hurting the price, to be honest with you. The price is hurting. Now, if you've been asleep since the airdrop and saw that the airdrop was only like 60 cents or something like that, you're right. $2.30 is absolutely wonderful. At one time, this was up to almost $4. I took about $100 of profit out for my hunting trip 2 weeks ago. So I got a little bit of cheddar from it. And to be honest with you, when the price dropped, I put some of that back in there when I had some money left over after the trip, just to kind of put some back. And now it is all being staked on Bitharvest, which you go through the grass website for that, and you can do staking. I highly suggest it. Last I checked, it was like 50% check of APY, whatever you want to call it, the rate for staking. Y'all know me. I hold on to stuff way too long, but I'm holding on to my grass right now. Yes, it is worth over $1,000. Another one, but I'm looking at it long term. Now, this channel is all about taking profits, but we're not taking profits this early. But y'all just know I'm not going to be long term and hold on for dear life type of stuff. I told y'all before, watching my Exodus wallet go down 90% was horrible, like a slow train wreck. It's awesome that I look at my Exodus now, and I'm not going to open it for y'all, but there's about to be an additional different number that pops up in front of that, not directly in front of that comma, but the next one. And it's awfully nice to see us back on that road to come back. So, what's going on with grass? They say that Epoch 2 has ended. Points for Epoch 1 are saved. But I'm going to tell you another thing too, is I still think I've learned my lesson to talk negative about this project, because I've talked negative about it. And people still agree with me, other YouTube and stuff, that there's very little communication that comes out of this project. And a lot of people, including me, were caught surprised when all of a sudden they went from, you didn't hear nothing, did nothing. Oh, by the way, in 2 days, we're doing our token release and airdrop. We're like, wait, what? And then you haven't heard nothing really since then. But people made such good money. It's hard to knock this project, but it's, is it almost a DeFi thing where, hey, we gave you a little bit to nibble on, stuff like that. Now we're going silent again. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it. I tell y'all, I still have the same fat gut feeling about this project. You're not going to see me load grass on any computer, especially like this new monstrosity I just built here. I'm still working on a YouTube video for that, but I put a couple of y'all gotta check my Twitter out, tweet whatever I did yesterday. Maybe if I can think about doing it at the end of the video, just so I can kind of show y'all how some of this has come out with this computer. But grass is not gonna, none of these AI or data projects, sipping bits or whatever like that, like grass is going to touch this computer. I have grass running on several DeFi stations. I have to put a new oh my goodness, Bitharvest stations. And that is one of my main reasons, other than I like the guys, but one of my main reasons right now I push Bitharvest is because you can put this project on it, Honeygain on it, WINGBITS if you have a BYOD. I'm going to talk about them in a minute. I don't want to get too sidetracked. People are still questioning, what's going on with this. As you can see, you've had a price reduction, 27%. I still personally believe some of this is because you're not seeing these tokens get released after this epoch. So you have no new blood in the air, blood in the water, whatever you want to call it. You looked at the volume is down 16.5%, which also brought down the market cap. There's a pretty good chart that somebody on here shared that I will steal for this. But basically, for people who want to keep knocking Solana and Base lead with 56% total of interest in blockchain ecosystems. I have been trying to tell people this. Ethereum 10% is down a good bit compared to where it was. And I think you're going to continue to see Ethereum fall. Listen to what a lot of people online talk about. SUI. There's been a lot of talk about SUI. Avalanche. Cosmos. Despite what the price of Cosmos down, a good amount of projects going on it. Polygon. So watch out for Cardano. I wanted to go over Cardano earlier. Some of y'all knocking on Cardano, but I don't want to get too sidetracked here. Yeah. So just remember that. Going back to this, now there is somebody talking about this, which I can't believe, but I can't believe it's on some of these other exchanges, Gate.io, Mexi, KuCoin. And I know it's on crypto.com, but it's not on Binance yet. So somebody's talking about, this is what we're getting listed on Binance soon, and you're going to watch it. I do agree Binance has that effect. I don't know how much it's going to go up. But listen, I'm still bullish on this project. I got burned on it before. I'm not going to get burned on it again. But don't load it on any computers that you got to do financial stuff on at your house or anything like that. Spare computer that you might have that you can throw it in a corner, load this up on that. La Potato, Sweet Potato, Raspberry Pi, Bitharvest, those type of devices, run grass. What's cool about it, if you can find an old computer, there's a 2x program that gives you double the rewards if you can run it on a computer. That's why I say an old computer. I know that the module that Bitharvest installs gives it a 1.25 or 1.5 last I knew. It might be 2. I don't want to lie about it, but it is something that you can run. But we'll have to wait next week to see what kind of news we hear from grass. All right, so moving on. We'll get this done sooner or later. DIMO had a huge update on their app, scared the living mess out of me. So I want to go over that first in case some of y'all, have ADD like me and can't pay attention too long. You do have to download the new DIMO app. It looks completely different. When you originally set it up, however, it will tell you it's a brand new wallet and everything. You should have it linked to your MetaMask or something like that. From what the Discord says, you then have to go into your DIMO app, go to advanced and merge that with the MetaMask. All my tokens are still in MetaMask. However, when I try to merge it, it does not work. So they're all excited about this new DIMO global account system. Yet, this is all the stuff they broke. I don't know who did the testing on this, but they needed quick square kick in the gonads because they broke mine. And some people can't hit confirm. Some people have some kind of migration issue. I can't get past step 1 of 4. And this is my issue. One of these down here. I don't know, wherever it says you gotta merge it with MetaMask or something like that. I can't get it. Yeah, looping where it constantly jumps from the MetaMask back to DIMO, back to MetaMask, whatever. So I'm just waiting for another hot fix. I'm assuming I got tokens. I can't check it because it's not working. You know, Monday when they're going to give the rewards is a great day to put this out. I don't know who thinks of this kind of stuff, but oh yeah, DIMO. I don't know. DIMO's price has been kind of staying the same. Whoever this goofball is says that DIMO can be the next helium. That's not a good thing. We're going to talk about helium in a second, but that is not a good thing to be claiming that. Listen, again, my certain fellow YouTubers that I am friends with, that I'm tight with, that I speak with on private message and text messaging back and forth, no respect to them, but putting a video out that says DIMO is about to make you a millionaire is straight up Wendy-O type clickbait. You can't tell people that. It had a little bit of a price rise from down here, 15 cents up to 17, 18 cents. And they just thought it was going to be, you know, it was down here, this 13 cents, went to 17 cents. And they just thought, you know, in a month it's up 40%. It's not making people millionaires. You know, it took me almost 11 months to ROI on my device for an $89 device. It's not making people millionaires. Far from it. We'll continuously say over and over, if you want a very easy passive income project that you don't have to worry about at all, other than when they occasionally break the app like this, DIMO is the best. I used my wife's vehicle today, and because of the Soarchain, and I'm more bullish on Soarchain, I pulled the DIMO device out of her vehicle, put the Soarchain device in. She's like, what the hell is that? She had no idea the DIMO device was even in there, even though she don't remember because we've talked about it. And I messed with it when she was in there before. She just don't remember it. But my point is, the DIMO device can sit in my son's truck, in her car, and just never be touched forever, other than once every 2 or 3 months for a firmware change. And it just makes passive income. So it does have, you know, that positive to it. You're just not going to break the bank making rewards with it, as long as we're straight on that. If you're cool with taking 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 months to ROI, they're supposed to be changing some rewards. We're supposed to be making the rewards better for the macrons. And they have this other new LTE device out. You want to take a chance on that? I'll have a code in the description below. Check it out. And get you some bonuses, and gets me a little bonus too. Lord knows I need it with this project, but hey, you try it out. All right, moving on. We're going to talk about helium. This is going to be another hour session. I really need to do a video all on its own for helium. Helium is lost right now, and I don't know how else to describe it. There's a HIP 138 that's out right now. If you are in this project at all, there's no way you have not heard about it, because there are people bickering and crying and going crazy over it. People who are threatening each other's lives if it doesn't pass, and people threatening each other's lives and run over the helium devices if it does pass, and you don't know what to believe. You have certain people who are saying this is going to completely put the nail in the coffin of IoT devices. People who thinking this is going to save mobile devices. People who are saying that this ain't going to save nothing. It's just going to be the end of it. you have people who are saying that I don't know what else they're saying, that it ain't gonna work even if it passes. I'm in that boat. Y'all know me, I'm negative on everything, but this is kind of like a bad divorce when you had two people who split up, I'll say somewhat amicably, and went live their own lives, completely separate, did all this crazy stuff, and now they're going to try to get back together. I don't know if there's too much that's going on. This is really almost like two separate companies that have, Nova Labs and the other one that have went off their own ways and now got to get back together. I don't know how this is going to work. I could tell you it has not been positive for the price action on any of it. Helium IoT is down 9.5%. It gained another 0 since our last video. It's down 12.5%. Mobile, the only merge that needs to happen is IoT merge to mobile because they're same setup in Nova Labs. Stop stealing from H&T for mobile. As I tell y'all, this is a hot topic item right now, and HIP 138 was basically negotiated behind closed door by developers. Community is behind the idea generally, but no solid rationale given for how to compensate. Like I said, it's a hot topic item. I don't know. Let's see what mobile's doing with all this news going on. Mobile is down 14% in the last 7 days, so that one's not doing too well either. And then you look at H&T. H&T is down 6% in 7 days. So none of this price action has been really, really positive for it. Y'all know I hold a lot of H&T, IoT, and I even own some mobile. I don't have a mobile miner, but what I did is a while back, I traded my IoT for maybe a little more over $100 worth of mobile at the time. It's not worth that now. I'm not touching any more of it. The question comes in is, from what I'm reading and seeing with the Helium, with this HIP 138 is, if you own IoT and or mobile, it's not going to be like some of these other tokens where, when one token goes from one chain to the other or merges or does something different, your tokens kind of go with it and change. It's going to be up to you, from what I've read, that, okay, this HIP 138 passes, and then I'm going to throw a date. This is for example purposes, February 1st, everything basically is now going to be rewarded H&T. Your IoT and mobile is still going to be in your wallet, and it's up to you to decide if you're going to keep it for some goofy reason or if you're going to go trade it in for Helium. And if everybody's doing that, what's that going to be worth? Now, I have people in some of these forums talking about they're going to make a meme coin out of it. I don't know. Do you trade or exchange your IoT right now for H&T, taking that chance that, hey, you want to get in before all the people start selling their IoT, and take the chance of getting back in Helium? If this doesn't pass, now you have no IoT left. I don't know. It's y'all tell me what y'all are thinking. I don't know. I don't know what to do. All right, moving on. Last but not least, last in the spot it belongs, NATIX. NATIX needs help. It needs life. I don't know if it's even considered on life support. It's on life support, and the batteries are failing. I'm not gonna sit and lie to y'all. Y'all know I am straight shooter to y'all. I'm still running NATIX. Yes, I'm still running NATIX. Now, I can tell y'all, when I'm going from here, my house, to the grocery store, I'm not running NATIX. In the past, I don't care if I was riding down the street, I'd run NATIX. I'm not going through that effort. But I'm still in actually a very decent spot for the month of November because of all the driving I did at the beginning of this month, going on my Missouri trip, several states over, driving around a lot between hunting spots and different things like that. So I'm ranked pretty high right now in NATIX. I'm going to be very curious to see if my theory holds true, that this project only benefits people who are ride-share drivers or over-the-road truckers that are putting mega miles on their vehicles every day, because that's what I truly believe. Making 86 cents, well, it was 86 cents, but when you look at this price action, this is life support territory. you know, I don't know if I discussed it in my last video, but for the month of November, at the beginning of November, beginning of October and previous months, you got NATIX tokens for the amount of referrals and stuff you had. You didn't even get that this month. You got coins that go towards their store to go buy stuff in their store. Get out of here, man. Like, you're killing people already with the amount of NATIX tokens they're getting. The value is going through the gutter, and you're going to start giving stones or whatever the hell it is away to use in your store for a discount. This project had great, and look, this is me talking. I know they got people correcting me in the last one. Oh, NATIX come out with this, NATIX coming out with that. They're losing support. Open your eyes and realize they're losing support. And when you keep these gimmicks up and you keep paying people 30, 40, 50 cents a day, and people know that, hey, if I'm just going to work and back and that's about it, and they can't compete with these over-the-road drivers or truck drivers and stuff like that. I don't know, how long this project even lasts. Passive income, sometimes I don't want to sound greedy. Listen, I understand 50 cents a day is great money to some people. It's one thing though, when it's like DIMO and you don't have to touch it, you don't have to worry about it, and it just makes it. With this one, when you have to make sure it's online, if you're using a spare phone, you have to make sure it's mounted, you have to turn it on, you got to set it up and do the stuff after. It gets to be, I'm hoping that it can figure itself out. So a couple of announcements from them. November HODL. Go ahead and go to website right here. Grab your tickets. They have their first data customer secured. When they sign a data person, it contributes to unique token economy, burns, deep in partnership alert. So they've had a couple of things go on, but as you can see, it didn't help anything in the price action. All right, so moving on, I'm trying to pick this up a little bit because I know I said it was going to be long, but this is getting too long. WINGBITS. I'm thrilled with everything going on with WINGBITS. Not a lot of news coming out right now. I think they're just preparing for the onslaught of all these devices getting made and being onboarded. It's kind of like the calm before the storm. There's going to be a good amount. I won't say a lot, because when I start saying about a lot, people start getting sometimes scared and intimidated because they think of helium when we had 900,000 devices online. Again, some of us were making 15, 16 H&T a day, and eventually there's 900,000 devices online, and we're making 0.16 H&T a day. And the way it looks, we'd probably be going back to that. And that's one reason why I've always gotten upset with helium is with 600,000, literally 600,000 devices offline, what happened to those rewards? Hey, we're not talking about helium, we're talking about WINGBITS. Again, no real big news from WINGBITS, but I talked to these guys, PM these guys. I know that they got a lot of stuff going on behind the trenches, that's for sure. So just because there's not a lot of announcements, I will say, don't think they're sitting back. I think I discussed this GeoSigner production stuff on my last video, so I don't want to get that much into it just because of the time restraints right now. I am up to 412,000 lifetime. That is what's showing up on my dashboard. I will say I have more than that in my wallet. A significant amount more than that, to be honest with you. So I don't know which one is more accurate. I will say, again, that wallet was, and these numbers started several months ago, where I was in the project for many months before all that started. So that's supposed to get added at some point also, when there was a lot less stations. I don't know how those tokenomics going to work. Also, I did buy, I don't know, a lot of y'all, 15, 20 hexes. And then that money is supposed to come back to me also in the form of WINGBITS, if y'all remember that. So I have those tokens. I mean, that equivalent amount of money in tokens going to come to me also. So I'm expecting more than this. I don't know how much longer for safety reasons or people accusing me of something. It's been suggested to me more than once, and this is not by the WINGBITS people. This is from some other people, that I don't keep updating that WINGBITS number just because it's going to be significant. Look, I got 17 devices, or 14 devices. I'm sorry, 14 devices, plus the ones I'm receiving when the professional models come out. I'm busting my butt at it. Y'all want to compete with this number? Y'all bust your butt too. That's all there is to it. Moving on to CHIRP, I can tell you that there's not much news coming out of it. You know me, my mouth gets me in trouble. I've been active in the CHIRP Discord probably more than they want, because I am so hyped up in this project that I've been telling y'all how hyped up in this project, that I'm expecting big things out of this project. And it's almost like they don't feel the same because you don't hear nothing about them. I even called them out, and one of the admins PM me, and we talked back and forth. He was cool. I wouldn't know who he is if he came up to me tomorrow at the grocery store, but he's telling me TGE is very, very soon. He can't give me an exact date. It's coming very soon. I don't know what the secret is. Kind of like WINGBITS, where the last minute, not kind of like grass, where last minute, oh, we're going to TGE. I don't know what's really going on with the project. I even called him out on why are they making such a big deal about this game when y'all supposed to be an IoT network. He tells me the game's going to go hand in hand with that network. That's not just going to be just a game. He also told me that the game should be after TGE, and the game should be coming out very soon. So if you kind of put those puzzle notes together, pieces together, makes me think TGE is me soon. As long as my device is online, I'm mining it. I don't post the numbers because the epoch numbers get screwed up a little bit. It's kind of like WINGBITS. They tell you, don't worry about what your DevNet numbers are because they're keeping the accurate number behind the scenes. That's what WINGBITS says, and CHIRP saying the same thing. My numbers are all over the place, so I don't even post the numbers of what my CHIRP is making right now. $800 device. Another thing that I'm going to eat crow on, that I've told y'all in the past. I told y'all in the past that I was so hyped up in this project that when the devices came online again, I was going to buy an $800 CHIRP device. This has cooled me off a little bit. Now, called every project wrong so far. I keep telling you I've been in crypto since 2017, and I'm doing videos and not living on a yacht somewhere. This could be another one I call wrong in either direction. Maybe I'm just listening to too many other YouTubers and deep end who are saying that, you never really had a full-fledged, successful, deep end, overwhelmingly successful project. Even HELIUM, to a point, which made us some great money. That was the tokenomics and what the tokens were worth that made us great money. The network, while successful, because you do have projects that are working off of it, is not like this overwhelmingly, oh my God, world changer, like some people think deep end's going to be. And can CHIRP succeed on some of the struggles that HELIUM has had? HELIUM was very narrow-minded on what devices do allow in their network, where CHIRP's supposed to be allowed everything with additional different frequencies. I don't know. I'm hoping for the best. But $800 is a lot to spend on a device. It all matters what I have sitting around at that time. Hey, I get another bonus from HiFix because all the devices y'all are buying, and I have that money laying around, and it happens to be at the right timing when CHIRP devices go online, I'll probably buy one. If it's the middle of Christmas, when I got to figure out how I'm going to pay for Christmas and my electric bill, maybe not. We'll see. Moving on, Soarchain. Soarchain is another one that I'm very bullish on. But I will tell y'all, it's starting to have its issues also. Me and several people in Discord had an issue where all of a sudden, it's just coincidental that all of us had the issue at the same time, but our devices all of a sudden had solid lights on them and would not connect no more to our devices, to our phones. No matter if you tried Bluetooth or if you tried the cellular device or the Wi-Fi dongle, whatever you want to call it. And mine, I was able to do a full reset on it, get the QR code. Luckily, I have saved as a photos in somewhere on my phone, and I was able to reprovision it. One guy online says that's not even working. Two guys online said it's not working. That concerns me. I'm gonna tell you, I tried Bluetooth again. People swear by Bluetooth. Bluetooth to me will not stay connected while I'm on a trip. If I'm in a truck for an hour, 30, 35, 40 minutes into it, I haven't got out the vehicle, I find it's disconnected. Where the Wi-Fi tethering has better range. Yes, it's not automatic with the Bluetooth. I don't care. And I can stay in that truck for 6, 7, 8 hours like this drive I had to Missouri and back, never disconnected. When I come in my house to a point, no matter which room I'm in, I also stay connected. I do find rewards have gone down a little bit. When I would stay connected 8 or 9 hours versus 8 or 9 hours now, rewards have gone down a little bit. One thing I do miss, you can't get any answers on, is the staking. I was making very good rewards in staking. I was making 56, 57 tokens a day just in staking. They're saying stake is not coming back until after mainnet, and there's no date on mainnet. And there's been no update since November 8th on that. Moving on. Silencio. Listen, I'm running Silencio. It's a fun project. I did a short earlier today on YouTube. If y'all didn't see that, about some stuff going on with helium. But I also talked about how I was walking around the outside of that surgery place just to kind of keep my mind off of things. Running Silencio. It was all brand new hexes. And apparently you're getting additional rewards for those brand new hexes. And I was running the mess out of Silencio. I haven't really heard nothing new. I know they're waiting on Peak. Peak is online now. I will say, not financial advice, I even bought a little bit of Peak. Price action hasn't been that great on it, but there's several projects using Peak that have been waiting on Peak. I'm hoping the price of Peak just hasn't gone up yet because all these projects ain't online yet. But hey, you look at what some of these other layer 1 type, layer 0, whatever tokens, have done with these projects on them. Hey, Peak can do some of that too. Make a little bit of money on the side. That's fine. I'm not throwing a lot of money into the Peak token, but hey, they got these projects building on it, so I'll throw some money on, at it a little bit. I don't have a lot to throw around. That's the big problem. But that's Silencio. So if you're interested in Silencio, I have a code in my description below. Please use it. It will, there is an airdrop that's eventually coming for this. They just up the percentages of that airdrop. It should be pretty good. So if you're not into it, join with my code. It gives you a bonus to start off with. Helps out the channel a little bit. So use that. Real quick with Bitharvest. Again, y'all know I support these guys. Some firmware, not that expensive. You can put it on a little potato, sweet potato, run 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 different projects, depending on how many you're in. Most of mine running at least 6 or 7 projects, running grass, running ERWIN. So you don't even have to buy ESP32 board if you don't want to. If you have a credential already for WINGBITS, for BYOD, you can run it on there. If you're using a former Helium device, you can run Helium also on it, multi-mine with all these other ones. Honeygain is another one that got a few dollars off of from a hunting trip. I got $100 actually out of Honeygain. I've been running it on 3 or 4 different devices for a couple of months, made $100 and used that for some money on my hunting trip also. So you can look into Bitharvest. Bitharveststudio is their website, and I got several videos here about them. All right, next we're going to talk about Honeygain, Hivemapper, and no new news out them at all. Price is down 10.5% in 7 days, up 25% over the past month, from 6 cents to 7 cents. But again, for the week, it's down 7 cents to 7 cents. Checking Discord, there's no news, still no news on shipments. Middle of November, with your cameras. They're talking about some stuff with fleets and commercial divisions. To me, that's a turnoff, because you keep hearing these comments from people about them being more worried about the fleets and stuff like that, because that's more devices online. But hey, they run their project the way they want. I'm out. I've got my refunds back from my hub, my B cameras, and used it in other places. Fry, saving the best for last. I don't know what's going on with this project. They are in dire straits. They're getting attacked left and right. They're talking about going from the Fry 1.0 to 2.0. People aren't having it. I don't know the full details of it, but this is bad. This is bad. You thought it couldn't get no worse. You know, at one time they were up here, and again, this reset at some point, but at one time they were above. I thought they were above 1 penny at one point, because, or was it above 0.001? Because they quit doing their bonuses during whatever. But either way, this is bad. This is down 90% in a year, down 37% for the month, down 52%, and you rarely see stuff like this on CoinMarketCap. I don't know what is going on. You know, you kind of wonder the accuracy of this. It says there's 0% volume on here. You don't see all the exchanges they used to. I don't know what's going on with it. All right, so I pulled up CoinGecko just to be fair to everybody, and it's basically saying the same thing. It's saying it's at 0.00025, like the other one said. 7 days ago, it was at 0.005. Just to show you I'm not losing my mind. I remember going over a penny at one point, and everybody thought it was going to be great. Yeah, 0.02 as an all-time high. So I do remember that going over that penny level. It's also saying it's only now on 3 exchanges. I could have sworn it was on more than that. I don't know what's going on with this project. I would not be buying any more devices, not personal advice. Could always be wrong, but it's going to take you a while to ROI at a 0.00025 price with what they're selling some of these devices for, with the rewards they're looking at. But hey, if you're in a project, good luck. I know some of y'all are full faith with this. Good luck to y'all. But that's about it for this stuff. You know, a couple of things that, again, y'all need to keep up with my Twitter. I've been saying it before. Made a little bit of money on some meme coins. Everybody wants to start jumping on the meme coin stuff. I got into the Squirrel, Peanut the Squirrel. I was a little bit late on that one. I still got in, made a little bit of money, not a lot. And just moving some money around, just moving some extra money I had last week, moved into that. Then I bought into Dope, Department of Peanut, whatever, another meme coin. Told everybody about it beginning of the day, pushed it to people. I did very, very well in it, very unfaringly well, if that makes sense. Told everybody, but also told people when I was getting out of it. 6-7 hours later, I jumped out of it, took my profits. Profits went down just a little bit. And when I saw that, it was time to get out. Got out, made my money. Told people on Twitter I was getting out. Nothing's always financial advice, but I don't want nobody to think I'm shilling stuff on them. But I'm telling people, I own these tokens. Every token y'all saw that I talked about today, basically every token, I am in these projects. You're following a video that I'm in these projects. Yet I have people every now and then that come in my comments like I'm BitBoy or something, disparaging me because as if I'm propping up these things to make y'all buy into them so I can sell them. I'm telling y'all right now I'm selling. I'm not selling today. I told you before how much I have in some of these tokens and some of these projects. $1,000 here, $1,000 there. I'm not selling today, but I guarantee before this bull runs over with, it might not be the peak. I might sell early. I might sell late. But Grumpy is selling. I tell y'all this in every video, but yet I still have somebody makes an asinine comment. And I tell them, apparently you didn't watch my video. You're just here to attack me. Then I go block them to a point. I don't block people right away because I always have, this is not the channel to play with. I'm too old for it. I will tell y'all, or I will tell whoever that is, and I'll respond to him and tell him my answer. And I'll let it simmer for a while just to make sure he can see it. Then I eventually block him. I've told y'all, in my other videos on my other computer, I have to make one for this one. If I can, it's kind kind of late now, but I used to have this flying banner that goes across that says, "Caution, I own the tokens we're talking about in this video." I said that in the beginning, halfway through it, and at the end. If y'all missed that, because y'all skip around, it's not on me. I can't do nothing about it. But I am going to sell some of these tokens. I'm going to play with some meme tokens. No, I'm not trying to pay off my house with meme tokens. No, that's not the best financial advice at all. I don't give financial advice. I created a YouTube channel so y'all can see what I'm doing. If anybody's interested. And that is how I'm taking this YouTube. Alex Becker has this big banner that basically says, "I'm an idiot. Do not follow me into any transaction. Crypto is going to get you wrecked. You're going to lose your pants off with crypto. Do not mess with crypto. Go give your money to Lighthouse of the Blind," or something like that. And I've watched him long enough to know that a lot of that is sarcasm. But so I don't want to put something like that on mine because people are going to think I'm a moron. But it is basically like that. Is I don't want nobody saying, "Hey, I got into this project because you told me to, and it turned into another DeFi." Look, if you're in crypto, period, at all, I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's DPIN. I don't care if it's ASIC mining. I don't care if it's ADSB or just buying meme coins. If you're in this hobby, if that's what you want to call it, you have to understand that the money you're playing with in this hobby could be zero tomorrow. And if you're not willing to accept that, get the hell out of this industry and go back to trading baseball cards or something else. Go put your money into a 2% or 1% savings account and just grow some interest in it. Go buy a savings bond for your grandkids or your kids. Because I use this same example every day or every video when I talk about this kind of stuff. Nobody saw FTX coming. People had billions and billions in that, and nobody saw FTX coming. This, even though crypto's been around for 12 years, 13 years, this is still the wild, wild west. Everybody wants decentralized until decentralized things happen. And decentralized things do happen. And people screw people over. The amount of bull BS emails I get and messages and what I see people constantly getting hit with in the stories I'm hearing. If y'all haven't got scammed yet, good job to y'all, because there's some very legit stuff. I get these PayPal ones where when you and I know it's not crypto, but in the past you'd be able to look at the from sender and see it wasn't a PayPal. I'm getting these emails now that say they're from PayPal. When you double click it or you analyze it or go deep into they have spoofed that email address so good, it says email. It says PayPal. So I'm waiting for the one to come from crypto.com or Coinbase that actually says that. What it is I know that they're not going to ask for the stuff that they're asking for. And that's how I know it's still a scam. And that's, y'all just need to be careful. Again, you follow me into some of these projects. Me and I want to give them credit. I can't remember who. It's been a long day. I've been up early this morning with my daughter, but we were talking the other day and we kind of said the same thing. Who was it? I can't remember, but basically we said the same thing. It's something that I have always repeated to y'all and I repeated it to him. The hope is you take 10, 12 projects that we're in and you're throwing them against the wall and you hope one or two of them stick. You hope one or two of them makes you some very life-changing money. And by life-changing, I don't want the Lambos. You know what I want? I want to be debt-free. I want to have my house paid off, my cars paid off, my loan paid off that I have, one or two little personal loans from when I had hurricane damage and the insurance didn't cover it. I had to get a personal loan to finish my freaking walls and stuff like that. That's the kind of lifestyle stuff. I have a son going to college in, God forbid, 10 months. A daughter graduating high school next year in 18 months. I want to be financially prepared for that. I'm not looking for the Lambos. That's what I want from crypto. That's what I want from these projects. And I just think being involved in some of these projects gives you a little more self grounding, if that's the word, or a little more something to grab onto than throwing money at a bunch of different coins, hoping that they have life-changing money. Hey, you can go put a lot of money into Bitcoin, and if Bitcoin goes to 160,000, you doubled your money. Congratulations, that's great. You're not gonna get that from a checking and savings account. You can go put it into Solana right now, and if Solana goes up to $800, like I think it is, $700-800 in this bull market, or like some people calling for 1,000. I'm not getting that bullish on it, but I'd rather be wrong and it go to 1,000. But even if it does go to $700-800, what you gonna do? You're tripling, quadrupling your money. Hey, that's good. That's great. But you get into the right DePIN project. That was like a HELIUM, where we made $5,000 in 17 days. You find one project like that again. Now knowing what you know, and that, hey, instead of taking all that profit and just being greedy and buying way more stations, I'm gonna take that money and do something else with it. That's what we're hoping for. I know I'm rambling on. It's been a long day. There's a lot I need to catch up on. Now I got this computer build finished. Got my YouTube studio slowly coming along. I ain't got no money left really to get like I want. I need to fix some more lighting up in here a little bit. Put another one of these key lights on this side so I can get rid of this shadow that's behind me. I think I've improved the lighting since last Monday. Y'all let me know. Sound, I know the sound's bad. I can look at the meter and tell if the sound is bad. Even though I have it dialed down, I can see I'm pegging it out, even though I set it up that I can't peg it out. So it's still, I don't know. Get that microphone set up. I got a buddy, somebody else who donated a stream deck to me. So hopefully I can, like Crypto Blood, I could make some firework sounds and some gunshot sounds on my live stream. Live streams are at Thursday. Hey, y'all wanted them at 7 p.m. Central Time. I did them at 7 p.m. Central Time. It wasn't as popular as the 5 p.m. one. But hey, it was my first one back in about 3 weeks. So I'm going to do it again at 7 o'clock. And if it's not as attended as it was in the past, we'll do it again at maybe 6 p.m. and see if that one's a little better. 5 p.m., yeah, people saying it was too early. But yeah, I got my people in Europe who've been wanting to be live. Who told me 7 p.m. is even worse for them because now it's like 2 or 3 p.m. 2 or 3 a.m. there. Look, I still have a full-time job, unfortunately. This crypto thing ain't taking off like some people's has. And this crypto YouTube thing can't support me and my family at $1.50 a video I'm making. So I still have to work my full-time job and then come home and get ready for a live. So make sure y'all check out on Thursdays the lives. Right now it's 7 p.m. Central Time. I think that's 1 o'clock Universal Time, 1 a.m. Check it out. Look, there's gonna be some videos coming out this week because there's a lot of different things going on. Trying to put more videos out. I gotta get the YouTube algorithm right again, and also some shorts. Make sure y'all following that Twitter X. Y'all missing some good alpha on that Twitter X. I'm sharing a lot of stuff for y'all. Y'all might not be interested in all of it. Some of y'all who are always looking for new projects, y'all missing out. Also, please make sure y'all go check out my other channel. I uploaded my hunt video to it. If you call it that, all we did was really hunt mosquitoes. Ham radio stuff out on that other channel. Grumpy Dad Outdoors, link in the description. Please make sure y'all like and subscribe to this channel. And, we're getting close to 25,000 subscribers again. Y'all know I take care of y'all. It won't be like the giveaway that I've had in the past. At 20,000, y'all took my shorts, my pants, my underwear, and everything from me. Y'all fleeced me. I think I gave away over $200 worth of crypto, and some devices and stuff like that we gave away for 20,000. And it could be nothing like that. It'll probably be one prize just for 25,000 as a milestone. $20 worth of something, $25 worth of something. Yeah, whenever I reach 25,000, it seems that it has really slowed down since I hit that 20,000, 22, 23,000. It's really slowed down since I've hit those numbers, but we'll see. It's the YouTube algorithm. I know what it is. I've watched enough videos on it. When you were making videos every day or every other day, 4 or 5 times a week, and 3 or 4 shorts a week, and you go to making one because your computer's down, YouTube don't like that. So I got to rely on y'all to share this, share the Twitters, share whatever y'all got to share. I appreciate all y'all's help and support. I'm rambling on way too long. I'm just delirious, and it's late, and I still got to go edit this video, but try to get it out tonight for y'all. So that's the beauty of having this computer in here at the house, and I don't have to go home, after. So thank you all for watching. Again, more videos throughout the week and that Thursday live. I've even had somebody ask about a live on weekends. We'll see. We'll see. See y'all later.